Hey everybody, welcome to Digital Photo Class. It's January 2018. I'm excited to show you a new online picture editor. It's called Pixlr, and this could easily replace Photoshop for this class. It's totally free, and all you do is go to pixlr.com with your browser, and once you get there, you want to go to the web apps and use this main Pixlr editor. So I'm going to click Launch Web App, and now it's asking me what I'd like to do, and I want to open image from computer. If you are taking images from your phone or your camera, you would plug that into the computer, and then your computer would see it as another hard drive. So I've already transferred pictures into a folder on my computer. Let me click on this one and click Open, and it opens in the editor here. We've got a full range of tools that are plenty for you to do this class, and point out a couple of things. Right now it's showing me the size of the picture. It's 4000 by 2670 pixels, and that it's filling the screen, but it's really only at 31%. Even if this is a fairly nice picture, it's a macro shot, which is one of our assignments coming up, but every picture that comes off the camera still needs to be edited. Editing is how we refine a picture in order to really give it our sort of best artistic intent. Camera doesn't know what it's looking at, and we can always improve pretty much every picture that comes from the camera. In this case, the blacks aren't quite black and the whites aren't quite white enough, and I want to highlight the focal point, which is the sharp area here, a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is go up to Adjustment, and I'm going to choose Levels right here. There's a shortcut that shows up as Control-L, so when you start using this, it's good to learn your shortcuts. And what it's showing me here is a histogram of all the values or tones in the picture, from black on the left side to white on the right side. And the first thing I like to do is set my black level by moving this right up to the edge of the black mountain here, about like that, and set my white level right up to the edge here, like that, and say OK. It's handy to toggle between the before and after. So in Pixlr, Control-Z undoes what you just did, and Control-Y redoes what you just did. So you can see Control-Z before, Control-Y after. Already there's a big improvement. This picture doesn't need too much, but I do want to sort of bring out the intensity of the center, which is the focal point here. So I'm going to grab my lasso, and I need to feather my selection. I'm going to create a selection in here, and if I go up to this top where it says Feather, after you click on the lasso, the options for that tool will be up here, and I click this down button and dial that up to maybe about 50 or so, somewhere in there. And when I lasso this center area here, where it's the focal point, it'll blend out that selection for me. Let me Control-D that and do this again. I'm going to make one connected circle in here. It's going to smooth out this junction right here. Now I'm going to hit Control-L for levels again, and just lighten this ever so slightly, bringing in that highlight slider a little bit more, and moving this middle slider to the left a little bit more. Not too much, just a little bit. And I can say Control-Z to show you before, and Control-Y to show you after. These subtle differences are what makes your images really come alive. It's why it's so important to learn how to edit. I like how the outside edge is a little out of focus and it's darker, and how all these lines are leading the eye right to the center of this flower. And there's really not much more to do for this. So at this point I want to save it, I'm going to say File, Save As, or just Save. We don't have a Save As like in Photoshop, so it's File, Save. And I want to use JPEG, good for most photos. Keep the quality high and name it. You can type in a name here, and it's going to put it on your computer. Say OK to that, and I'm going to name it same thing but edited, and click Save. And now the image is saved. Then once we go to the blog, let's see if this is an older blog here, but if I wanted to make a post, click New Post here, and it's loading right now. Give it a second. And you'll come to this main editor. There's a normal range of tools that you can type. Just start typing. Edited image. You can make it italic or bold or center it here if you want to do that, just like you would do in Word. But the main thing is, how do you add a image? So you click this little button next to the link here, and when I click on that, click Choose Files, and then browse to where you were just saving the picture to, and this is the one that I'm just saved, so I click on that, then click Add Selected. And one thing I like to do is hover over this and click and choose large. Extra large in original size would blow it out and really mess up the blog, but large is a nice size. And then I click Publish. This is an older blog, so and now View Blog, I can see what it looks like. This is a very old blog from 2006. Anyway, and when you click on the picture on the blog, then it comes large. And you can hit anyway, that's it for now, and we'll see you in class.